Have you ever seen a pretty girl get ugly like this? That is the true question, isn't it? Um, I just got back from the Zara Larsson Midnight Sun tour. Um, maybe I'm having my own Midnight Sun moment right now, considering it is definitely past midnight because I got home after midnight. I had to stop and purchase a deluxe McCripsy meal. I just had a memory pop into my mind about, oh my god, it would have been ages ago, and I'm not going to do it justice. I used to be really good at the impression, but it's something like, oh gosh, it's the McRib meal. I looked that bitch up. Well, it looked like you don't need an extra McRib. I looked that bitch up and down. Excuse me, bitch. I throat punch that bitch. I punch that bitch right in the cooter. I don't give a damn. Man, I used to know line by line what that was. But I just got back, right? I had to stop and get a deluxe McCrispy meal because I was famished. I never eat fast food unless it is in critical scenarios or I have a craving, and I'm big on intuitive eating, which just means, if I do apologize. I do not know if you see the state of my makeup. It was done hours ago. My ears are still ringing. I mean, it was like thunderous applause. It was thundering. Aw, now I'm thinking about that concert. Listen, she was incredible. Zara Larsson. I really don't think the world deserves her. I don't think we deserve her. But she shows up and shows out regardless for us all. And Atlas. And I know that my heart is especially full today after this evening. I hope I'm not speaking too loud. My last soft-spoken ASMR video that I did, I had the microphone kind of pointed a different way because I had so many props. But now I'm realizing it really would have been okay to have had the microphone centered like this. I just hit a time on my recording that I really like that number. It means a lot to me. Anyway, I am totally rambling. I feel like I've gone in many different directions and haven't finished a single tangent that I went down. I'm just leaving you all over the place. Hope you don't mind. It's a little crazy, but that's okay, because as Zara Larsson said today, in order to be beautiful, you gotta be ugly. And she literally had us say, I am ugly. I am ugly. Of course, that followed with, I'm pretty, And then, have you ever seen a pretty girl get ugly like this? You know what I loved about her concert? She had like little snippets of her old music interpolated, I think that's the word, into like her intros, outros, transitions into her other songs. So there was one, I don't remember the before after song, but the little like dance break was make that money, girl, make that money. Make that money, girl, make that money. And it was so good. Make that money, girl, make that money. Make that money, girl, make that money. Oh, it just ate, man. It ate. Oh. But, oh, that was kind of far away from the microphone. I apologize. But, I had an absolutely amazing time. Oh my gosh, I'm realizing I didn't even say good evening, evening. Good evening, evenings. Good evening, divas and darlings. Welcome back to another episode of Prissy Pandemonium. I am your host, Tyler, aka Miss Priss. Thank you for joining me tonight. I do think this will be a relatively short video considering I have to wipe this all off and go to bed and get up for quite a full day of activities. But I had this thought while I was driving home barefoot because I wore these gorgeous, amazing heels. You know, I'd like to think that I might edit some pictures into this video, but more than likely, you're just probably going to have to go to my Instagram to see them. Or Substack. I recently started a Substack, and that's been phenomenal for me. I really, really enjoy that. It's just fun. It's like a little digital notebook. I'm really enjoying the content that I'm seeing on there from others too. It's like what I've been looking for a long time. So I'm grateful that I have that and can start creating on that platform. What was I saying? What was I going on about? Oh my gosh, I think I might be leaning over the mic a little too much. I hope that audio isn't too weird. It's gonna take some time to figure all this out. What the heck am I even saying? Why did I not finish a complete thought again? Well, maybe I should oh, my heels. Okay, so they're gorgeous, right? They've got like this roses embroidered on them. They're denim. Very thick, clear heel. Tall heel. But denim with the opening in the back and opening in the toes. And they zip up. And there's a rose on each side. Ugh. Oh. Sorry, that was probably kind of nasty. Have you ever seen a pretty girl get ugly like this? Nasty like this? Loosen her shit. Have you ever seen a pretty girl get ugly like this? You know, my whispering sounds super far away. And, oh, I remember what I was saying about earlier about how, like, so when I did the video with the leprechaun doing like a living altar for prosperity, the money bowl, my voice was like naturally more high pitched for the character, and now I feel like my voice is naturally deeper. Oh, hey kitty, do you want to come say hi? You guys, do you want to meet Atlas? Come here, sweetums. Come here. This is my kitty. My gorgeous boyo. I don't think... No, honey, you don't want to kiss my face. I promise you. It's kind of nasty. Oh, hon. Okay, we can enjoy more time up in the studio. I'll let you roam about, but this is gorgeous kitty Atlas. He's so handsome. I'm trying to get his face in there, but... Aw, there, with the ears perked. Oh, he's gonna get sassy soon. There you go, baby. He's probably... Oh, he's got a lot of fur. That shit. I gotta sweep up here now. Plus, I got the rice flakes from last video. I got a sweep too. But one thing at a time. Embrace the journey. But anyways, those heels, whoa, my feet were so sore. And I got these like things that added padding. I don't know why. Okay, I'm just going to speak like this. I don't know how some people, why their microphone doesn't look angled like this, but also, how do you get like a position that accounts for like a person adjusting back and forth, like leaning forward and whatnot? You know what? That's just part of the adventure, I guess. But what was I saying? Okay, so I got this like my friends told me that I should look into them because I wore those heels last weekend for St. Patrick's Day. And my feet were killing me then too, but I wanted to break them in a little bit before the concert. And my one friend Emily, who also picked out this dress at Goodwill, which really, really just popped off tonight. I'm really, really loving it. It just feels so snug and so, I don't know, I really like the way it feels. It does feel freeing to wear it. I am going to be fully honest, it really does. I just really am enjoying it. But, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so I got these, it's got a little like, it's like the look of a bandage or a band-aid wrap, but it's got like, it separates your toes from your big toe, your other toes from your big toe. Like there's like a space for the big toe, is what I mean, and there's extra padding, and it's just like you slip it on like you would a sock, and it gives you extra padding underneath the ball of your foot. Okay, listen. I thought there was a chance that I could reuse those. This was like before I wore them for the evening, right? Also, I need to make sure that I'm speaking in a more hushed tone, soft spoken. That is what I'm claiming this to be. So let me make sure that I abide by that. But so it maybe was 20 minutes, and I could tell the one just felt so much more. It felt really flat, and my feet started to hurt. And mind you, I still had like 3 or 4 hours to go at this point. But when I'm at these things, I don't really keep track of the time. And while it hurts, there's nothing I can do. It's not. I'm not gonna take off my shoes in the middle of a floor. Like no, not gonna do that. But anyways, let me get into what I wanted to. So this is like the aftermath of the Midnight Sun tour, right? Zara Larsson. So I actually got to be. I'm gonna tilt this up again, maybe. Okay. I'm just gonna trust that my voice is getting picked up on the microphone. I have the gain turned up pretty good, so it should be fine. I'll just kindly ask you to turn up your volume if you need to at this point. But let's go through this tote bag that I got as part of the VIP package for the Midnight Sun Zara Larsson. This was my Christmas gift from my family, was the VIP package. And I don't have a whole lot in this bag. Oh, I've got some shed hairs in there. Let's get rid of those. But, so I have my little clear bag that I wore before I got the tote bag. And I just have a few items in here. I brought this hair clip that I got from TJ Maxx because I saw on TikTok that they were, I guess this was like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, I need to like figure out how I'm gonna do a flower, right? And I saw they had these at Marshall's on TikTok. That light just flickered. And then I was talking with a friend and she was like, hey, like, because I was like, oh, I'm going to go to Marshall's. And they were like, oh, we have a Marshall's. And I said, oh, I just kind of assumed we did. I guess not. I said, well, I'm looking for these flower clips. She said, well, they have them at TJ Maxx. So I said, well, that would make sense because I'm pretty sure the company that owns TJ Maxx or that owns Marshall's owns TJ Maxx. Like there's like a whole conglomerate, right? I obviously did not need these, and the clips, plus this was not the only kind I got. So I got a set that came with this and a set that came with another. And that's fine. Like I ended up not using them, and I just kind of have to say, you know what? It's okay. I have them for future purposes, but they weren't staying in my hair. And this is one that came with the VIP package, and I guess I just didn't know what it was going to look like, and that's what made me buy the other one. But anyways, this works best. It's also like a beret clip style clip, which is just so much better. It literally stayed in my hair the whole time, and I was moving. Miss Priss was moving and grooving, okay? I swabbed myself a couple times. No, well, definitely before I left, but when I got there, I did too. And I did want to do it before the concert started, but I just didn't get to it. So your boy kind of stinks right now, but that's okay. We're gonna hop in the shower. A little tissue. You know, I need my tissues. Some lip gloss. This is the e.l.f. Sun Boss Gloss Broad Spectrum SPF 25 with sunscreen. This was my first night wearing it. I love how it looked. And I do have some Burt's Bees. That light keeps flickering. Vanilla Bean moisturizing lip balm. So yeah, that's all that's in this. No Zara Larsson items yet, but that I did have that in the tote bag, so there you go. This is an iconic item. It's so iconic. So, I hope you can see. Sorry, I'm also yawning. But this is a signed VIP lanyard. Fuck, man, this is just amazing. First of all, I don't know if you can tell, but look at that, like, such a diva, stunning picture of Zara. And, it's signed. It's her real signature. And I was seeing the lanyards, and, like, all the signatures were a little bit unique, you know? And I really love how this one, like, when you get something, it just feels like it's meant for you. I just am like, ugh, I resonate with this signature, which might be an odd thing to say, but like, I just find it very aesthetically pleasing. And it's like really neat, nice material. I'm never sure how much like tapping and stuff I'm gonna do. But also, why do I feel like I'm going to be like Midnight Sun all the time now? Like, I currently have a lanyard that's pretty, it's not old, but I've had it for a while and it's getting weathered. And I really like this one, so might be time to switch it out. And you bet that I would be carrying around this dolphin. I mean, look at the back. It says love, and it's a dolphin. So we got that. This was the plastic and cardboard that this diva came with. I'll take it out at the end and we can like play with it a little bit, but I don't want to take it off just yet. But this was all in the bag when we checked in. Now I do have, so there's only one more item. Ugh, this is cool. I'm gonna open these up. Look at how awesome these are. So it says connected, midnight sun, puss puss, puss puss, puss puss 97 on the number plate, puss puss 97 on the number plate. I got a bad girl on the left. Oh, I just sang that in like the wrong key. I got a bad girl on the left. I got a bad girl on the right. I got a bad girl sitting right next to me, right here in the passenger side. They ride for me, I ride for them. Everyone will go, it's the main event. So take a picture for the camera. Me and my girls are beautiful, fly, hot, and sexy. Beautiful, fly, and hot. It's like I'm that girl all the night, all the day. These boys sour, got these boys sour and lemonade. My girl's in the back of an Escalade. Puss puss 97 on the number plate. Puss puss 97 on the number plate. Puss puss 97 on the number plate. She got a bad girl on her left. She got a bad girl on the right. I got a bad girl sitting right next to me, right here in the passenger side. They ride for me, I ride for them. Everyone will go, it's the main event. That's also, I realized that I'm kind of like, I had it in stereo mode. I had it in stereo mode in my last video, but this I have in cardioid. But I do believe it picks up some on the sides, but you're just not going to hear it left to right, which is fine. I didn't want to wear these during the concert for whatever reason. I just didn't bother. I don't know why, but that's gonna be really sensitive. Ooh. Wait. These are nice. Ooh. Y'all, these are nice bracelets. These are fun. I like these colors. I should have worn these. Honestly, it would have been like the perfect tie-in. Because my dress has got blue and pink, but it doesn't have any yellow. And I just kind of threw this in because I was like, it's cute. It's midnight sun. Like, it's perfect. But like the yellow, see, like in the middle, if I had worn them on my wrist, that would have really worked. But that's okay. Okay, I've got one more thing to show you. Now, it's Lent, and what I was giving up was spending, really, like extra spending on stuff that I don't really need, because my goal was to just be focused on using what I have, because I went through a period where I was like, well, I need this before I do this and all these things. And I definitely strayed away from that mentality. And it was more like, it's just like I was sourcing and curating and collecting. And I feel and then I reached a point where it was like, ooh, I think I'm good. You know, like I'm ready to start moving forward with some things. And it just so happened that was about the time, like right before Lent was about to begin. And I was already feeling like this was something that I wanted to do. Like I could feel that it was more necessary to like, okay, no more like coffees every day. You know, at work I can get coffee for free. We'll make it work, you know. But I also realized, when am I going to have an opportunity to get this shirt again? Also, her merch, by the way, is very, very good. I usually don't really like a lot of artist merch for whatever reason. I just don't, doesn't always resonate with me. Um, but I also haven't gone to a lot of like concerts where I guess I shouldn't say that I haven't liked the merch. It just hasn't been like, whoa, like I really want that, you know? But also, this was not that bad. Like, so, first of all, look at this ethereal goddess. I mean, come on, how could I have passed this up? What? Girl. Oh, she's eating. She's eating, and then this is the back, okay? And look. Like, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shirt. And I got a large. Um, I first I said a medium, but then I was like, no, give me a large, and I hope that's gonna be perfect. Like, I kind of like a little oversized stuff nowadays, you know. Um, this was $55, which again, I don't really like spending that much on an article of clothing, but it's Zara Larsson, and I'm not ever like I'm not gonna find something like that elsewhere, and it supports her and her art, and yeah, I will happily contribute to that because I get to wear that. I mean, hello, that's literally a goddess on earth. I thought I would talk a little bit about how much Zara Larsson means to me. So let's see. I've got basically 2 minutes, and then we're at like 30 minutes. I really don't think I'll be cutting out much of this video at all because it's been pretty smooth. And that's the objective, is to just like not really heavily edit anything. But so, listen, I listened to Zara since I was like 15. It was Never Forget You was like what captivated me most. And I remember feeling like there was really no other music like that. Like that. I just remember I'd listen to it a lot. And she did play it tonight. And that was like, wow. The fact that she played that, but also the fact I had this thought and it kept coming up, like, if I could go back and tap, like, and here's the thing, like, I can tap into that when I was that age. And it was 10 years ago, but it's possible. And sometimes you, like, this world can, like, you kind of feel disconnected from your younger selves, but you kind of have to work, and it's uncomfortable, and it's like, ooh, like your brain doesn't like it because it's not immediate, you know, like you actually kind of have to sit and like work through like that I don't want to say regression, um because I don't want to get it confused with like going back in a way that's bad and or past life regression. No, 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 that's not what I mean. Like neither of those situations. More like to think about like the emotions and what you were like, the thoughts that were really prevalent on your mind when you were a certain age. That can get more difficult. It's kind of like, oh, like I don't want to do this right now, you know, like you actually have to sit down and like have the mental strain and mental effort. It, like, at least in my case, it took a hot minute, it took a couple sessions, you know, but I actually was pretty easily able to procure that feeling today when I was thinking about it. Like, wait a minute, what if if I were to go back, I just tapped into that, and it came pretty easily. I tapped into my 15-year-old self, and I was like, imagine you saw, or this was me, right? Like me now, today, telling myself when I was 15, hey, like this is your life. Like you saw Zara Larsson in concert. Like you were up close and personal with her. I mean, that sounds a little bit freaky. I didn't mean it that way. Like you were up close and personal. Like you saw her, you know? You had VIP. She had like a little Q&A session. And you didn't get to like personally greet her, but like still, she was in Cleveland, Ohio, you know? Not very far from where I grew up. And one day soon I will reflect on it and probably have a good little cry over it, because I don't know, it's just really, she seemed so herself then. And it's funny because I didn't realize how close we were in age, like when I was that age, and she was already like killing it, you know? And to see her and how she's grown and what she's worked through, and how she feels like she's really living her best life and having fun and wants other people to do that same, like, what a blessing to be on the same timeline as her, you know? Both in terms of like the same timeline, like you watching this video, like we're on the same timeline. Hey hon, you know, like we're experiencing this life together. Like that's so cool, you know? The chances of this specific combination of humans, oh gosh, it's just like, what? My cat is batting at something, but it really sounded like he was kicking damn kitty litter, and I pray to God he didn't have a little accident up here. But it wouldn't have been an accident, he would have done it on purpose. But, anyways, I love Zara Larsson. I love my bratty kitty too, but I got to check on him. This is the aftermath of the Midnight Sun tour. My heart is full. In a lot of ways, I feel transformed, but also just like encouraged to continue to step out in my being. So here's to that. Here's to us all doing that and embracing our own personal journeys, right? Mwah. Thanks for tuning in, darlings and divas. Have a wonderful rest of your night and happy Midnight Sun tour. Bye. Love and light to all. Can't forget that. Love and light to all. Okay. Bye.